Scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. We know the basic problem for the society is scarcity. And because of scarcity, we need to make choices. And of course, when we make a choice, there's an opportunity cost of that choice. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the next best alternative that is not chosen. Let's give an example. If you're watching this video, you made a choice to take economics. If you didn't take economics, what would you do? In other words, what did you give up to take this economics course? To understand that, we need to look at the alternatives. Would you work or take another class or spend more time with family during these same hours? To find out your opportunity cost, we need to rank the alternatives. For example, if you prefer to work, then work is your number one preference. Probably taking another class would be your second preference, and spending time with family is your third preference. When we look at these alternatives based on your preferences, we say that work is your next best alternative that is not chosen. And therefore, work is your opportunity cost. Once again, opportunity cost is the next best alternative that is not chosen. It's not all the alternatives because time is scarce. You cannot do all of them together. You cannot work and you cannot take another class and you cannot spend more time with the family at the same time. So once again, opportunity cost is the next best alternative that is not chosen. In our case, it is work. That is what we give up to take this economics course. There's always an opportunity cost of a choice. Economies make choices. There are three fundamental economic questions that we ask in all economies, and in each of these situations, economies will also face the opportunity cost. These three fundamental economic questions are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. In general, there are two types of goods. Consumer goods, those are the goods that satisfy human wants directly, and capital goods, and those are the goods that satisfy human wants indirectly. Should the economy use its limited resources to produce more consumer goods, less capital goods, or more capital goods and less consumer goods? Economies also need to determine how to produce these goods and services. Should the firms use more capital and less labor, or more labor and less capital? While what to produce question is answered by the consumers, how to produce question is determined by firms. Firms will choose the minimum cost of production to maximize profit. Our last main economic problem is for whom to produce. Will the economy produce all these goods and services for the rich or for the poor? This question will be determined by the income distribution, how the income is distributed among the people in the society. In each of these cases, the economy faces an opportunity cost. Should the economy produce more consumer goods and less capital goods, or more capital goods and less consumer goods? Should the production be capital intensive or labor intensive? And should we produce for the rich and for the poor. In other words, who will get more out of the total income generated in the economy. Knowing the opportunity cost will help us make better economic decisions.